All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're not just going to talk about trends, we're going to tear down a real-world playbook, piece by piece. We're following one entrepreneur's actual journey, using their notes, their posts, their results, to see how they built a business in the middle of this AI explosion. Let's get right into it.
This is the question, right? It feels like this massive, wide-open opportunity, but where do you even begin? What's the problem you're supposed to solve? And more importantly, how do you actually cut through all the noise and make some real money? Well, our case study today gives a pretty fascinating and surprisingly practical answer.
You know, every great business starts by solving a real problem. And in the world of AI, it turns out the problems for a normal user are, well, super common, especially once you start looking at a global audience.
I mean, just look at this list. You've probably felt some of this yourself. You find some amazing new AI tool, but your credit card gets rejected. Or you're subscribed to like 5 different things, and the monthly bill is just getting crazy. Half of them need a VPN just to work, and you're constantly jumping between different tabs. It's just a mess, and it's a huge barrier for so many people who just want to use the tech.
So once you see that clear problem, the solution becomes kind of obvious, right? You just have to simplify everything. And the entrepreneur we're following, they built their entire business around a tool that does exactly that.
And here it is. It's called Syntex. Now, it's not a new AI model itself. Think of it more like an aggregator. It takes all those super powerful but separate tools, the best ones for text, for images, for video, for music, and it bundles them all into one simple bot that lives right inside Telegram. No VPNs, no weird international payment problems, just one subscription for the whole shebang. It's just a brilliantly simple answer to that messy problem we were just talking about. And you know what? Users got it. They saw the value immediately. This quote from an early user, Alexei, really nails it. He points out there's no token drain, which basically means it's not nickel and diming you for every little chat. But the most important part is what he says next. All the necessary neural networks are there. It just works.
Okay, so we have a great product. It solves a real problem. Fantastic. But a great product that nobody knows about is, well, useless. So this brings us to the really juicy part. How did our partner actually build a business by promoting Syntex?
This is it. This is the absolute core of the whole playbook. Instead of just spamming an affiliate link everywhere, yelling, "Buy my thing," the entire strategy was to teach people how to get amazing results with the tool. They gave away the how completely for free, building trust and showing off what the product could do before they ever asked for a single dollar.
And this tutorial is the perfect example of that strategy in action. This isn't some vague promise, it's a concrete step-by-step guide. Hey, here's how you make one of those super cool morphing videos you see all over social media. They show you the exact prompts for Midjourney, how to make the transition work, and then which tool inside the bot puts it all together. They are literally giving away the secret sauce because they're confident that once you see what's possible, you're going to want the tool for yourself. Look, sharing useful tutorials is a fantastic way to build a following. But if you want to turn that into an actual business, you need a system for growth. You have to go out and actively find your customers.
Okay, let's dive into this. This is a screenshot straight from the partner's private channel. Now, that Russian word, hypotheza, it just means hypothesis, and that's the whole game. Instead of just guessing what might work, they treated every single growth idea like a mini science experiment that needed to be tested. This is where the real hustle begins.
This table really shows you the shift from just sharing cool stuff to running a serious marketing operation. They broke the entire market down into these specific groups. For gamers, the pitch was all about making cool game art and memes. For design students, it was about building an amazing portfolio. For entrepreneurs, it was about saving a ton of time on marketing. Every single group got its own custom message and its own outreach strategy. So smart.
So we've seen the product. We've seen the playbook. It's a solid strategy, at least on paper. But did it actually work? Did all this effort lead to any real results?
Oh yeah, it worked. Here's a post from another creator, Gary, who basically followed the same playbook. He made a really valuable tutorial showing people how to animate old family photos. And he just decided, what the heck, I'll drop my referral link. Well, the video blew up and that passive income just started rolling in. It proves that this value-first model isn't a fluke, it's repeatable.
And for the channel owner we've been focused on, the results weren't just some one-time viral hit. By systematically testing all those hypotheses, they built a consistent and growing stream of income.
So let's look at the actual numbers they shared. In June of last year, they earned 107,000 rubles from commissions. That's about $1,100 US. A really solid start. But then the very next month, in July, you can see that discipline really paying off. Their income jumped up to 136,000 rubles. That's real momentum.
And that momentum just kept building. Get this, in just the first 11 days of August, they had already pulled in another 53,000. They were on track to have an even bigger month. This wasn't luck. This was the result of a deliberate, evolving strategy.
And this progression just shows that what started out as a simple little affiliate marketing project, well, it quickly evolved into something way more serious. It became a full-blown business development operation.
I mean, just look at the timeline of their strategy. The evolution here is pretty remarkable. They started late in 2024 with simple ideas. By January, they were already running complex B2B sales playbooks. By April, they were building this meta strategy, actually training other people to become partners. And by June, they were the official representative for Syntax in Moscow, going to forums and lending major corporate clients. Wild.
So what can we really learn from this whole journey? Well, first, they solved a real, annoying problem. Second, they led with value. Teach first, sell second. They didn't just guess, they tested everything like a hypothesis. They built a community, not just an email list. And maybe most importantly, they never stood still. Their strategy was constantly evolving, constantly getting more sophisticated.
Which brings us right back to our big question. This case study, this one partner's hustle, it shows a path that goes way beyond just being a creator or an affiliate. It's about combining content, community, and a systematic approach to business. So is this blend of creating value and just relentlessly experimenting, is this the new blueprint for building a business in the age of AI? It's definitely a powerful model to think about. Thanks for tuning in.